Hey everybody, Austin Chevron here with my buddy Ruben Garcia. Ruben, what are we doing here today?
What's up, everybody? So we're going to talk a little bit about what we have found that have agents struggling when they first enter the business and what might be the solution.
Now we're coming to you here because we are the new takeover host for FastCap starting on May 28th. I believe it's already at least halfway full is what I've heard. So make sure to get in there. If not, Ruben, you want to give us a little bit of background on you?
Yeah, so I'll just say real quick, Ruben Garcia, we do something called real estate CIA. So we do coaching or consulting. We do investing in real estate, short-term rentals, mid-term rentals, long-term rentals, and the agent side of the business. So we're active. My wife and I are a team here at EXP, and we sell real estate. And we've been doing this for about 10 years. So it's been a lot of fun.
Ruben, did you get an award last year that I remember?
I did. Yeah. So I got the EXP Certified Mentor of the Year award. So that was pretty cool. Thank you, EXPU, and everyone who was involved.
Love it. Love it. Guys, if you're thinking about getting into FastCap and committing, you want to be trained by this guy. He got the award for training people like you. Let's go. Like, what else? What else are you looking for here? So quick background on myself. A lot of you guys know me, Austin Chevron. Been with EXP now for almost 6 years. It's been working on amazing time. I led the last FastCap Takeover series, and I just want to let you know, like, it was amazing. Okay. If you are serious about moving your life and your business, get in there. I have over 35 years of experience. I know I'm only 41 years old. Some of you saying, how does he have 35 years? Because my father was a real estate agent. I grew up in it. I've been licensed for 20 years. I've been at the bottom of the barrel and I've been at the top of it. And me and Ruben have 19 hours of showing you and teaching you not only the FastCap material, but how we put that into our lives and the reality of it. So make sure you get in there. Like I said, I know there's still time. Last we checked, it was a little over half full. Ruben, let's go into why do most new agents fail?
Yeah, so, there's many reasons I would say, but I think three solid ones, at least that I've been thinking about for the last few days when we got this, which is number one, a community of accountability. A community of accountability. I think that sometimes agents put themselves in situations where they are very comfortable. And yes, they might have cheerleaders around them. You got this, you could do this. But what does it look like for you to share what your true Northern Star is, your true why? And people hold you accountable to the activities you have to do in order to accomplish that. And when you have a community of those people, it gets very, very powerful. And would you say that FastCap might be a community of that?
Oh, buddy. Yeah, it definitely is. There's some of that A word going on there. Now, people say they want accountability, Ruben. What do you see when they say it and then you give it to them? What is their normal reaction then?
Pain. But what's that quote? It's you'll move faster away from pain than you will towards pleasure. And it's supposed to be painful. So if you feel a little nagging poke at you and we'll call it accountability, the pain is supposed to be there. It's supposed to be a little uncomfortable, but you're fighting for something bigger. That's why we call it a Northern Star, right? It's the guide for why you're even doing this. So yeah, it's painful, but it's a good pain. It's a good pain.
Yeah, Ruben, you remember when we were running through my last FastCap, you remember my little piece of paper I had everybody write on? Like, yep. We'll help you find your Northern Star and why you're here, because 19 hours with me and Ruben, I'm telling you that's a commitment. That is 100% a commitment. And we're going to be going at you hard. That's what we're here to do.
Yes.
For me, Ruben, what I found, being licensed now for 20 years and then around it for 35, the reason I think most new agents fail is they don't realize that they're running a business from the start. Because they're normally coming out of a job in which they always got paid. They were told what to do. They probably wanted more of the two F words. What's the two F words in real estate people get in for? You know them?
Freedom and finances?
Flexibility. They think that they get the finances, though. That's the funny part. But everybody gets in for freedom and flexibility. But what they don't realize in the beginning is that they're running their own business and they're in charge of themselves now. Now, they figure it out in time, and unfortunately, a lot of times it's when there's no more money, all the investment's been made in your business, and now I'm out of money. And what do? I got to go get a job,
Yeah.
which then causes the failure. So the quicker that somebody can understand that they're running a business and seeing the pieces like, how do I even do this? What are the
Yeah.
things I need to look at? What do I need to be doing? And how do I know that being busy and being productive are two different things?
That's right.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
I totally agree. You know, I was talking to someone and I told them that getting into real estate is definitely a double-edged sword. You know, you now have time and you're starting to scale time back into your life. But that could also hinder a lot of people because they start to kick their feet up and like, well, now it's my time and I can do what I want. And they really have to be very intentional with the time that has now been given to them through real estate, you know, and that's literally one of the things I wrote down as well, slash time management and managing that time and focusing on your 20%. We'll get into all this stuff, the 80-20, but creating the business and servicing the business, both of those have the word business in it, and you have to treat it like a business from day one. But the good thing is we may be teaching you a little bit about that within this FastCap. So we might got you on that.
What's funny, Ruben, my number two reason I wrote down why most new agents fail is they have the wrong focus. And
Yeah,
the focus is their time. And what I've learned now, it's lead generation and education. You need to be focused on lead generation and education. You'll learn how to write a contract in time. Trust me, when it's time to write a contract, you'll learn how to write a contract. And don't get me
that's
wrong,
right.
you got to figure that out too. But if you're only figuring out how to write a contract and you're thinking that you're productive by doing it, you don't have anybody to do it for you. You're just practicing until you go broke.
Yeah,
And so lead generation, how do we keep on the forefront? That's one of the things I loved about FastCap. It is getting you moving.
yep,
And so how do we focus on lead generation, constantly moving your business? You're in charge. And then education. And then what is the education that I need for where I'm going? And so what I found is most new agents, they don't know where to focus. And because we don't have the right focus, the wave then comes and really just sucks us under and takes us down. And good people, good intentions, wrong
yeah.
focus.
Yeah,
So
and you're gonna have waves in real estate, guys. But we have floaties. You know, we've got the floaties for you, so that way it doesn't drown you. But that's literally the third thing that I wrote down was leads and where to get them. And I was told two things a long time ago. One, we're not in the real estate business; we're in the lead generation business, which I believe would tie with any business out there. So yes, lead generation is going to be a big conversation. The second thing is this business probably ties into all businesses as well, which is you create business and you service business. That's really the two things to this. And, you know, with the education piece, we're going to talk about not only creating business, but what does that look like? What do you say? Where do you get your leads? And then you got this one, which is service business, which is what do you say? How do you service these people to a high level? And the good thing is, we're not just going to be talking at you the whole time. We have a community. So people are going to be sharing some of their experiences in both of those categories throughout FastCap that you could pull out and roll into your own business as well. But I agree, lead generation is huge, and we might be covering that as well.
I think right now we've heard if you're coming into FastCap here, get ready to increase your lead generation. So I
Yeah,
think our average stats right now, and I don't have the numbers memorized, but I'm pretty sure over this 6-week course and training piece here, you're going to get on average our FastCappers who have completed, I think are averaging 7 appointments and 3 contracts during this period. I mean, if you think that would help your business, come hang out with me and Ruben. It's going to happen. Like that's the average, by the way.
yeah,
So one last piece here on my end that I was thinking through is, you know, going back to why do most new agents fail? And I can say this, out of the 1,200 agents we had in the last one session, last takeover, there was the majority were new, but there were some intermediate. I mean, you were there, Ruben. You're not
yep,
new. And there were some intermediate, and then there were some advanced agents. And when I say advanced, I mean I was getting feedback from people 30 years in the business, doing 20, $30 million in sales. And so I'm going to give this advice, not just for new agents, but for anybody coming in. Why most real estate agents fail is they fail to balance the 3 main components: life, business, and financials.
Mm-hmm.
So what I really love is when I work with someone who's like, I'm great at real estate. I'm like, well, how's your life? And they're like, horrible. And I'm like, can we fix that, please? Like, what's the point? So if you want to do well, let's understand how the business supports the lifestyle. I heard Glenn Sanford say once when we were in Nashville, he said, and he was quoting Don Hobbs, he said, the purpose of a business is to support the lifestyle of the business owner. So if you're going to be in this business, if you're brand new, if you're 5-10 years in, my question to you is how does your business support your lifestyle? And are you even focused on that? Are you getting that right? And then the last piece is, are you managing your financials? How well are you doing with understanding the money going out and the money coming in, and making sure the money going out is serving you, and you didn't just buy things with the shiny object syndrome most of us real estate agents have. So, Ruben, you got anything you want to end us with here?
Yeah, well, I agree with everything you're saying, and that's why we wanted to do this video too, is to not only make this announcement, but also start getting into your head some of these very important factors. We truly wish that you're going to be there, but even if you're not going to be there for whatever reason, you've heard some really good nuggets that you could take away and start implementing right now. But for everyone who is coming, just imagine how deep we're going to get in on all these subjects, because again, yes, we're going to be the instructor, facilitator, but there's going to be so many more people in there going through the same thing that you are, that we get to lean on each other and help each other through this thing. So we're excited to do this, man. I know you're very excited. I'm very excited. So you all better show up excited too, because we're going to feed off your energy, and we're just going to make this thing one of the best fast caps that's ever been.
Ruben, what day do we kick off again?
Well, in my mind, it's next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, we're kicking off. So get in, get registered. Let's go. This thing will fill. It filled up last time, and I can't tell you how many people came back saying, hey, can I get in? It's like, well, you already knew about this. Has been here. Like, now's the time. There
Right.
isn't another time after this with me and Ruben coming in. This is it. So if you're considering it, come in, commit, invest 19 hours with me and Ruben. I promise you, there is no way it won't be a great investment of your time.
That's right. And if you got anything from this, please share this video, at least 1 to 2 things that you learned from this video. And we look forward to seeing that.